All right, welcome everyone. Today we're taking a deep dive into something really unique. It's called Hexapuss.
Yeah, this one is wild. We've got YouTube videos, a website, even some financial documents. So we've got a pretty complete picture of this thing, and it's multifaceted too. We're talking a VR game.
There's a band.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
There's even talk of a movie down the line, and there's already merch you can buy. We're going to try to unpack the story behind this Hexapuss, look at the creative forces driving it, and maybe even explore how this thing could change entertainment as we know it.
Definitely a lot to dive into.
What I find really fascinating is that we're not just talking about one thing here. This isn't just a game or a band. It's a whole world, a whole universe built around this one character. And the guy behind it all...
This is Steve.
Steve, yeah. You might have seen his name written down. It's pronounced Hinan, but he goes by Steve. He's the heart and soul of this whole thing.
Okay, so who or what is Hexapuss?
So imagine a cat, but not just any cat. This one has 6 tentacles and comes from another dimension.
A 6-tentacled interdimensional cat.
Exactly.
Okay, that's an image.
Right. Now the question is this a friendly cosmic kitty or something a bit more sinister? That's what we're going to find out.
I'm already hooked. And we haven't even gotten to the pinball part yet.
Oh yeah, the VR game. It's like you're inside a pinball machine. You teleport between these different music venues. Each one is a level in the game. And you're not just playing pinball, you're using it to color charge concert equipment.
I was reading about this in that Scottish Gamer VR playthrough.
Oh, yeah.
Color charging, it turns out, is super important because it stabilizes a wormhole.
Right.
And that wormhole, it could decide the fate of Hexapuss and maybe even Earth.
Yeah, and what's cool is, looking at that transcript, you run into all these characters who have totally different opinions about Hexapuss.
Some think it's trapped and needs help.
Others think it's here to destroy us all.
Exactly. It's like,
Yeah.
my boss wants to help this thing. He's such a nerd. Remember that line from the chief science officer? It's got this serious tone, but with these funny little moments, too.
Totally. That's one of the things that makes it so interesting, this massive cosmic scale, but it's grounded in these characters who you can relate to.
And a lot of humor in there, too.
For sure.
And then you've got those reviews. Pinball madness and fun. Chaos and delight. And based on that Scottish Gamer transcript, it looks like a lot of that chaos comes from trying to trigger multi-ball.
Yeah.
Charge things faster. I can see why people are getting hooked.
And it's not just visually impressive. There's a real mental challenge there. Players are making choices that actually affect how the story goes, and Steve's woven in some pretty deep moral dilemmas.
So we've got a 6-tentacled cat from another dimension, a VR pinball game with world-ending consequences, and did I mention there's a Hexapuss band?
The music is actually part of the game, like you're rocking out while you play. We've got Dinmock vocals on vocals,
Awesome name.
Vinicius Carvalho on lead guitar, Chris Palmer playing guitar and bass, and then Steve himself on drums. This guy does it all.
And he's got like 12 song titles listed on his website. Everything from Paladin of Hexapuss to Toxoplasma gondii.
Yeah, we'll get to that one.
And he's offering the sheet music for free.
You know, that tells you something about his approach here. He wants people to really experience this in different ways, to get involved, to become part of the Hexapuss universe.
Well, let's give our listeners a taste of that universe. How about a clip from the song Hexapuss, the one that started it all?
Let's hear it.
So before that awesome track, you were saying things were about to get wild.
Yeah, so we've got this cat, Hexapuss, from another dimension. It birthed the planet Saturn.
Right, and then...
Well, from Steve's videos, even some of the song lyrics.
Okay.
6-tentacled Hexapuss specifically. It seems our little feline friend got a little lost on the way back from, well, you know, birthing a planet. Mistook Earth for Saturn.
Oh, no.
Got stuck here.
But it's not just chilling, is it?
Nope.
There's something about mind control.
Yeah.
And this parasite.
This is where it gets really strange.
Yeah.
So there's this real thing, Toxoplasma gondii. It's a parasite. You find it in cat feces, and it can actually mess with behavior.
Hold on. Really?
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Wow, okay.
And Stick took that and thought, what if an interdimensional cat weaponized this stuff?
So Hexapuss is launching parasitic space litter at us. That's Kind of terrifying, but also kind of hilarious.
Right. It's definitely a unique world domination plan. And in one of the songs, there's even a line where Hexapuss is like, "Don't waste my time, science officer. Like, this cosmic cat is playing with us, but maybe has a bigger plan in motion."
Okay, so we've got this crazy story, a killer VR game, a band that rocks. Steve doesn't seem like he's stopping there.
No, not at all. Those financial documents you mentioned, it's clear he's been super resourceful building this whole thing from scratch.
Yeah.
But he's got big ambitions. Really big.
A feature film, right.
Yeah.
I saw something that the Steve Hinan Presents overview about a Hexapuss summer blockbuster.
And with Steve, it wouldn't just be some cheap cash grab. He's all about quality, motion capture for the game characters. Yeah.
Working with top visual effects studios for those immersive environments.
Even AI for some of the sound design.
Exactly.
Imagine what he could do with a movie budget. Those visual effects.
Oh, yeah.
Next level stuff. Maybe even bringing Hexapuss itself to life on the big screen.
And it's not just talk. Steve actually has an outline commission, so he's making moves.
Movies take money, though. Big money.
True. Yeah.
This is where things get interesting for anyone following along with us on this deep dive. Think about it. You've got this completely original concept, a creator who's pouring his heart into it, a fan base that's growing.
For sure.
If you're looking for a project with massive potential, Hexapuss is it due?
You're right. This is more than just a financial opportunity. It's a chance to be part of something groundbreaking.
And it's not just the movie. Think about live concerts.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Hexapuss band rocking out in those insane venues from the game.
They could even bring in VR elements,
Whoa!
make it a truly immersive show.
Now you're talking. Virtual concerts are huge right now. And with Steve's vision, a Hexapuss show could be something else.
Music, visuals, lore, it's all there ready to blow people's minds.
Totally.
Speaking of blowing minds, we talked about the movie, live shows, but there's still that VR game.
Right.
And Steve has plans.
He does. The business plan mentions some major upgrades. More levels, even better visuals.
Oh, wow.
And get this, he wants to include clips from the movie.
So you're playing the game and
Yeah.
suddenly you're seeing a scene from the Hexapuss movie.
Exactly. He's creating this interconnected world where the game, the music, the movie, it all feeds back into itself.
That's incredible. It's not just adding more content. It's pushing the boundaries of VR.
Yeah.
Higher frame rates, better lighting, even volumetric actors. Those characters would feel real.
Totally. It's clear he's not just making a good VR game. He wants to create something revolutionary.
Who wouldn't want to be a part of that? So for anyone listening who's thinking, wow, this is amazing, let me just say, this is your chance. The opportunity to be a part of something truly special. The game, the band, a potential blockbuster, and a creator who's overflowing with passion. What more could you ask for?
You're right. This is something special.
So what stands out to you from all of this? What makes Hexapuss so different?
It's a community aspect. For me, he's not just making products, he's building a movement, offering sheet music for free, engaging with fans, being open about his process. He's bringing people along on this journey, and that's powerful.
Definitely. You can feel that energy in everything he does. It's contagious.
And you know what else is contagious? The music. You checked out the Hexapuss band yet?
I have. It's awesome.
If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Find it online, give it a listen.
You heard the expert. Listen to the music, play the game, maybe even grab some merch, and tell your friends about Hexapuss. This is something that needs to be shared.
Absolutely. And once you've experienced it for yourself, come back for the final part of our deep dive.